Hello and welcome back to Driving the Wild Side, where today we have the brand new BMW M2. Now this car is fantastic, and one thing that is really striking me about this car, have BMW built a muscle car? Now you might think it's a bit strange that I call this a muscle car, but I was looking for a car for this to compete against, as I always do. And one car that really struck me as being very similar is the Mustang. Similar power, both rear-wheel drive, both manual. Pretty similar, right? Well, that's what we're going to find out. So here's the Mustang in question. It's just a basic 5-litre GT model. Now it's got about 7 more horsepower than the BMW. I mean, that's not a lot. I think the Mustang's slightly heavier than the BMW, so as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty equally matched. The BMW's got better weight distribution, so it should be better through the corners. In fact, that is actually what I'm going to test right now. Now, the racing track, I admit, is not the real stomping ground of the muscle car, but you've got to remember that BMW is European, so obviously having a track-focused build is definitely more on the minds of the European driver, if you want to make a proper driver's car, which is what this is. So, I'm taking both these to the Horizon test track to see what they can do. So the BMW is obviously way better for the corners, grips, not a touch of slip at all. And it actually got a pretty decent benchmark. So the BMW's time is a 1 minute 19.9. So what can our American Mustang do to beat it? So let's find out. Now, American muscle cars obviously aren't really built for the track. They're built to go in straight lines very, very quickly. But this Mustang's actually been engineered pretty well to go around the track. So it might be a pretty strong competitor to the BMW and may even give it a bloody nose. So let's see what it can do. So the Mustang's handling is a bit iffy, so it understeers and then oversteers. And it's bits of overcorrection, but actually it's not that bad. I mean, it's perfectly controllable. Huge slides through there. You didn't get that slide from BMW. You might slow it down a bit. And unfortunately, it was actually 22. So, and what American muscle car test will be complete without a quarter mile? Well, let's find out. Mustang's slightly more powerful, pretty good launch. That is a 12.5 second mile with a 180 mile an hour top speed. What about the BMW? Can it beat it? And 12.8 second horse mile with 116 miles an hour, so that's 1-all. Now this last challenge is to test how well this car is cold on 3 different surfaces. So one is a bit of dirt, next is a bit of cobble driving from the cities, and the last one is normal asphalt on normal roads. So let's see how fast these cars can get through each section. The section 1 is the dirt, obviously. The BMW got through in 36 seconds. The city, cobbles, very narrow streets. The BMW can cope with this very well, considering it's built in Europe, where streets are very, very narrow. But it actually is very, very agile, and it got through in 29 seconds, so that's very good. And last but not least, the final sprint to the destination where I'm going to deliver my verdict, the oval track in the stadium. Now, the BMW has a very good top speed, about 155 miles an hour. It is limited, obviously. And it got through this quite wide and very fun stretch of road in 58 seconds. That's pretty respectable, so what can the Mustang do? Now, the Mustang's turn. Now, can it beat the BMW through all 3 of these stages, or how many of these stages can this beat the BMW in? The Mustang was pretty good on the dirt, but it couldn't quite compete with the BMW with a time of 37 seconds. City driving, pretty much the same story. I mean, this is a American muscle car. wouldn't say it's really well suited to the narrow streets of European cities at all. It actually, at the time, was very close. It actually got a 29.5, so I'll tell you what, that's actually quite a decent time. And last but not least, the open road. This is where the Mustang is supposed to be. Wide open roads that are going to crash. But, as a matter of fact, looking at the times afterwards, that crash made no difference whatsoever. Because the Mustang got through in 55 seconds. So, that is a very, very good score. Now, off to the oval, where I can deliver my final verdict. Right, now, this is where muscle cars are built to compete against one another. NASCAR. It's like, this is an amazing sport. I mean, it's one of the most watched sports in the world. I mean, obviously not as popular over here in Britain, where I live, but still, it's an incredible sport. And yeah, this Mustang is absolutely perfect. It didn't actually beat the BMW, unfortunately. So the BMW beat the Mustang by 1 point. And well, it is definitely a muscle car. It's definitely got muscle car looks and performance to match. So as a result, yes, BMW has accidentally built German muscle car. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more in the future, and until next time, goodbye.